when a single chick gets lonely and has to go through the files for the ex, the other ex, my best friend's dad, the weed man Mark, that chick Bree from the party that one time, Chad, that one boy, big little Brandon, finally, the guy that's perfect for me, but he's too nice. Now, if anyone's curious, the original SpongeBob clip is from the Krusty Krab training video, and it features SpongeBob flipping through the file cabinet, ultimately grabbing a tomato slice from the appropriately labeled tomato folder. This corresponds to the best friend's dad folder here, which seems a little specific. Similarly, the nice guy who treats you right big corresponds to mayo. It was after this realization and 15 minutes of looking up the spiritual etymology of mayonnaise that I realized I was reading too much into this meme. What is up, my aesthetic boys? It's Fresh, back with another video from the ever astounding r/nice guys. Now, this is one of the oldest subreddits with any kind of YouTube infamy, and yet somehow it never ceases to amaze me. Girls, what are some of the most obvious hints from a guy that you missed? I can tell you one. Politeness. Extra chance of getting friend zone. A guy here. Yeah, no shit, it's a guy here. If only they'd asked your opinion. Hey, I just wanted to stop by and say that you looked great in your recent post. Scratch that. I mean, you always look good, but that picture really showed it off. Thanks. I tried. Huh. Yeah. I saw you're in White Redacted. Do you think we could hang out? I'm not really interested, sorry. You seem nice, but I don't know you well enough. Wow. Okay. I compliment you in everything and your egotistical ass can't find the effort to just go get something to eat? That's okay. What? Oh, don't what me, you bitch. You're friends with White Redacted, right? I'm his friend as well. We have a mutual friend and he thinks I'm trustworthy, yet you don't even want to hang out. I don't even want to start anything more than just being friends either. Stupid bitch. All I did was say no. I don't fucking know you, and just because you know that same guy doesn't mean that you'll treat me like you treat him. Get some help, mate. Fuck off. Yeah, gladly. Hey, how art... Sorry, let me switch up the music. We'll try this again. Hey, how art thou? This will seem real random and possibly unintentionally creepy, but I saw your profile online, palm face, and knowing considering how popular you must be on there in my own wonderfully average profile, I decided to reach out to you on here as you seem a super chill and phenomenal female. And I would be a lucky lad to be seen in public with you sometime, were you to let me take you out to dinner, drink, sports game of choice. I hope this doesn't come across as terribly perv. I just thought I'd try to make a connection. God loves a trier, etc. Hope to hear from you. You're a superficial c***. Why is half this a derivative of a classic milady nice guy, and the other half is like a fill-in-the-blank generic dating application? Would you like to go to dinner/drink/sports game of your choosing? Please circle your choice. Don't mind me just forcing my BF to watch all 5 Twilight movies with me. A boyfriend? Or best friend? I really hope this isn't BF as in boyfriend. It's genuinely so fucking disappointing. I don't get why you Twitter girls don't make it obvious you're taken. I literally, for 2 weeks, would check your tweets for your mental health to see if you're okay. And you have a boyfriend? Is he a Chad? Is he white? Jordan and Pippin. Peanut butter and jelly, the Astros and trash cans, salt and pepper, both the musical duo and the table seasoning, nice guys and casual racism. Some things just go together. Alright, I'm looking for something genuine and real. My 6 checklists to determine if she's long-term material. 1. Does she hush in front of my friends? 2. Does she ask for my permission to do things out of respect? 3. Cook and clean unprompted. 4. Does she foregoing hanging out with her friends, nightclubs for me? 5. Does she give you sex regardless of how she feels? 6. Will she delete her social media for you? Yeah, just a few red flags in this Tinder bio. Actually, he counted up the number of flags for me. More flags, more fun. 6 flags. Stop being a good guy. Stop being too nice to girls. Girls like bad boys, the ones that barely call, the ones that get angry easily, the ones that keep cheating, the ones that don't really have time for them. Girls are weird creatures. They don't even understand themselves. The unironic "women don't know what they want, I know what they want" is a true hallmark of the genre, but it's not always quite so on the nose as it is in this post. In the words of Taran Killam's character Benedict Juniper at minute 18 second 24 in Documentary Now's Season 3 Episode 3 classic original cast album Co-op, if there's two things I know, it's women and exactly what's gonna happen in the future. Wow, it's a girl dating a guy nearly a foot taller than her in 2021. How am I not surprised? Well, I've been dating him for over a year and a half, and I didn't date him because he was tall. I dated him because he was sweet, kind, and treated me with love and respect. He just happens to be tall, and I'm short. Please don't make assumptions. While it is fun to watch this asshat get shut down, you really shouldn't have to explain yourself for the truly heinous criminal act of dating someone taller than you. So, I've been trying to talk to this girl for ages. We met at uni a few months ago, and I got her number through a friend and started texting her. Found her on social media too. She was pretty unresponsive, but I know that's how women act nowadays, thanks to leftism and feminism. They act hard to get and reject nice, caring guys. Anyway, soon she stopped replying entirely and blocked my number and social media accounts. I made a new Messenger account and messaged her, and she's still not replying, and her friend told me she's kinda creeped out. I'll admit, I found out her address through White Pages, so I don't know if I should just show up at her door at this point to talk to her, but please help a brother out. Now, I took a quick read through the UNSW Love Letters page, and as far as I can tell, be broken down into one of three categories. Fake posts or jokes, people looking for platonic friends, and finally, people talking about how in love they are with the directors of the accounting society. Alright. Unpopular fact. There are guys out there who genuinely want to get to know you girls. Guys who'd rather lay out and look at the stars than make out with you. Guys who would call you beautiful instead of hot or send you morning paragraphs without asking because they want to see you smile. The problem is, those guys are never given the chance. Instead, they sit back and watch a guy that's not worth your time of day brutally mess you up mentally with absolutely nothing to do but be there for you and continue getting overlooked. Now, it is easy, low-hanging fruit to criticize and make fun of posts like this, an unpopular opinion with 50,000+ likes, people agreeing with them that are generalizing massive groups in often demonstrably false and pedagogically sexist ways, as Bo Burnham might say, but at the same time, we have to remember that the average age of a TikTok user is like 14, and suddenly middle schoolers have a platform to project their frustration at Brandon the football player asking out their crush to the spring formal to a practically limitless audience of fellow 14-year-olds lamenting the loss of their own fantasy-bound crushes to the parallel Brandons of parallel high school football teams across the country. When you haven't even reached the age of majority in your own country, and your view of love and relationships is based entirely around the social hierarchy of secondary schools and how many times you walk past a certain girl between class periods because of randomly assigned schedules that make this 14-year-old boy's path cross 3 times a week with a girl he hasn't even worked up the courage to talk to, sure, you're gonna have some bad takes, but still, 14 years old. Sure, they're 14 years old with the world's largest digital megaphone, but I'd rather see them learn that the world doesn't actually work this way and grow into a better person than create further resentment that only entrenches their increasingly radical views of women. Just seems more productive. Hey, that one dude from BTS is pretty cute. Really? Another girl who likes BTS? I'm very disappointed. I'm using a throwaway account to message you, but I've been following you for 2 years and have my notifications on for your posts. I thought you were different, as you are the only Asian I've seen on Twitter who does not talk about K-pop. Well, until yesterday. What's with females' new obsession with feminine Asian cucks? What happened to those who like masculine men? Take a look at Jason Momoa, Channing Tatum, Brad Pitt. Those are attractive men, not some Asian guys who look like girls and wear more makeup than the average female. It's upsetting because it gives us masculine men no chance, particularly guys like me, who like Asians. Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the killer combo of casual racism and race fetishization. It would take such a small level, and I mean tiny level of social awareness to realize that this is a terrible thing to say to someone, anyone, much less a complete stranger, and yet some people still lack even that. Imagine thinking that having post notifications on owes you anything, much less your basic racial impulses. Hi, can we talk? I'm very nice to women. Hello there? Or can't even give a nice guy a chance. Fuck you. Now, the first time I read this, I thought it said, won't even give a nice guy a chance to fuck you. But I guess at the end of the day, it boils down to the same thing either way. It's always funny how women take pictures like this, but then constantly talk about how they can't find any good men. Well, if you weren't on girls' weekends all the time and were submitting to one man, making yourself available to him, you might get a commitment and not be alone. Men aren't going to commit to women who are always traveling without them and going places well-behaved women have no place being. They just do not get it. LOL. Boy, for a man going his own way, he sure seems to be real interested in the goings-on of other people. And for those unaware, the MGTOW acronym stands for Men Going Their Own Way, described in a forum header as, quote, men going their own way, forging their own identities and paths to self-defined success, which is kind of a weird header because most of the posts are just about women. For example, one of the top 10 most upvoted posts in the subreddit all time is this tweet: advice for men, unfollow every chick on Instagram that wouldn't answer a DM from you. They then list undesirable account types to follow with the warning to have some respect. What about fucking, I don't know, like politicians, news anchors, fucking meteorologists? The comments on this are somehow worse, with a reply section full of people confirming that they don't respect any women. And if that doesn't tell you enough about this particular community, I don't know what would.